Hi everybody at CCIS and ACIS. We're here on location at White Memorial Wildlife Refuge. This is one of the largest preserved blocks of forested land protected from hunting. There is fishing here, as you see. A trout and salmon stamp is required to keep trout and salmon here. Um, we're on the Bantam River right here. We're going to move over. Uh, It's, like I said, it's Friday, July 31st, about 80 degrees. It's about 8 o'clock. Um, this is, okay, so a lot of people are following our page just to go where we've been. And we're honored. We are looking for monsters. It's what we do. So you see this bush right here, that's a muscadine grape. There are three varieties of grape in Connecticut, the Fox, the Vulpina, and the Muscadine. And those grapes are actually on the Connecticut state flag. But I point this out because this is a forage base. They're almost ripe. We've seen wild blueberries, high bush cranberries, bogberries and punchberries here, choke cherries. We saw a doe with two fawns earlier. And there are just a lot of birds here. There's a lot of human activity here. But there's just birds, these large, huge oak trees and maples and all your varieties of trees, ash and whatever this is. Here, we're going to move over to the river. This is the Bantam River, and you can see the other side is really nice too. This goes to Bantam Lake. A lot of people kayak and canoe here. A lot of canoeing and kayaking. So we want to talk today. We're doing something a little different, and so it's not really a field investigation. We're just on location. But the comet, okay? I know Halley's Comet. Let's talk about Halley's Comet. You know, that comes around pretty much once in everybody's lifetime, so you get a chance to see it. I remember it when I was younger, and our camera person remembers it too. And Halley's was sort of celebrated in a way that comets usually aren't. But this comet has Neowise. I hope, and I'm sure somebody's going to be like, no, it's Neowise. Okay, so Comet Neowise or Neowise is in our northern hemisphere right now. As you see, it's a little cloudy today, but you should be able to see it. I've seen it. We looked at it with binoculars. It is incredible. But comets, unlike Halley's Comet, are usually, as we go back into ancient history, comets were always considered um, ill omens, tidings of bad things to come. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about Halley's Comet, and I was like, you know, this comet, Neowise, we didn't see it really coming. It sort of took astronomers by surprise. Of course, we saw it coming, but it was an unpredictable comet, and it came, so I was thinking about it, it came during coronavirus. And man, if that's not a harbinger of bad times, the world economy's in a slump. People are going crazy. They're driving crazy. And just, you know, there's a lot of community heroes out there. To the listening tree, we know you guys are not searching for monsters. You're searching for community heroes. So there's a lot of good going on. But it's a sad time. You know, kids are graduating, nothing to do, and people are bored. And here we are, you know, right in the middle of this. And sure enough, Neowise, you are definitely a harbinger of ill omen. And we want you to be safe out there. We want you to come visit this place. This place goes on for miles. There are just a ton of animals here, all different kinds. There's some very large fish in here. Bantam Lake is interesting because it is the first um, lake used to as a hatchery for northern pike. I'm a fisherman. Northern pike can get very large. You want to imagine sort of a freshwater barracuda, very large teeth, very aggressive predator, good eating, fun to catch, and they are just everywhere. But They're not just everywhere. They're also in the Connecticut River, and the state has since started stocking them. But they are in here, and Monster Quest Cryptids did an episode of a very large northern pike that was a monster. Of course, all pike are there's several types of pike. There's chain pickerel, redfin pickerel, and other types. But the muskellunge gets even larger than the northern pike. They get into up to 6, 7 feet long, larger than barracuda. And man, on Monster Quest, you should have been looking for a muskie, a muskellunge properly. It's in the Great Lakes area, and they have them in the St. Lawrence River. My brother was in a derby and caught one accidentally. Larry, good job on catching that muskie. Took second place at a derby up there. But as far as cryptids, I'm gonna do a howl. We'll see what happens. Woo! Come on, baby. Everything sort of went crazy when they did that howl. I didn't get a response. But the frogs and the birds went crazy. There's something really large just jumped in the water down here. Could be anything. Snapping turtle. Could be those pike. They stock it with trout. All your fish are going to be represented. Freshwater fish from North America going to be represented in here. Large catfish. But this is a cool place. So you people that are following our page. So here we're not doing a field investigation. Okay, so that's definitely a snapping turtle underwater over there. You see those bubbles? Okay. They'll get down there and settle in, and they'll start foraging in there. We showed you some snapping turtles before. They are nothing to mess with, man. They are definitely nothing to mess with. And I'm sure there's some kind of cryptid turtles, but yeah, this water here, that's some scary looking black water right there. Go ahead and swim in it if you want. Says keep off, probably for very good reasons. We're just here. So you people following our page, we appreciate that. Listen, so if you're, I know that gentleman from New York, you like to visit these places because you're looking for areas and you're new to the area. This is a cool one, okay? And you got a lot of cool stuff. I am not going to talk about some of the touristy sites around here, but this place, they're going to give it a squatchometer. And I'm going to put this at like a 4.2. It really should be higher because there's no hunting here. But there's a lot of human activity, so I'm gonna reduce it a little bit. We're lucky here, as you can see. There's just birds. That's a mockingbird right there, and robins and just birds everywhere. I'm surprised this isn't in collaboration with the Audubon. We got a little animal right there. What is that guy? You see him right over there? He's brown. I'll head towards him and he'll move. See him? What is that there? Baby rabbit. That's a little newborn rabbit over there. I'm not going to scare him. He's out here. These animals here, he doesn't care that I'm here. Not at all. Doesn't bother him. He's just over there by the grapes. Muscadines. Hey, muscadines are edible. They're awesome grapes. Let them, and they're purple. You look underneath that foliage there, full of fruits. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's having a great time. I don't know what he's eating, but he's having. You probably can't see him. He's on the right edge over there. Yeah, about 25 feet in front of me. Cool fella. So, if you want to see a place and you want to come on location, check out our places. This is a fun place. There's a lot to do. There's a boardwalk that we keep looking for. We spent earlier part of the day here. And you can drive around. There are many access points. When you see the cars pull over, just pull in. Now, I've been in Litchfield a good part of 5 years, and I've come here. And I am still finding new trails and cool things. And this place is just awesome. I wish I had a fishing rod right now. But that's another episode. We're going to get out on the water. We talked about that. We'll talk about lake monsters and serpent monsters and river monsters, right? They're in here. Bantam Lake has a lot going on. There are people that have told me that they have seen very large reptilious looking things, kind of like what is that? Did you hear that? There's something going on over there. In this tree somewhere, something very large is up there. Might be a bear. But Bantam Lake, a couple years back, they had a famous UFO incident where a UFO came down and then went into the lake. Now that lake's only 21 feet deep, so this large craft, it couldn't have gone very deep. A lot of people think it's very deep. It's not. Okay, you people, get your Connecticut Lakes book. 21 feet deep maximum. There's a cool peninsula campground there, Pine Point or something. I'll correct this. We'll get the nerd information up for you. We're going to start introducing nerd facts. But that UFO incident was really something. The local news came out. It made the newspapers, and repeated sightings. There's also nearby Winchester Lake that has a lot of serpent reports. This place is creepy, you know, way up there in the Squatchometer. So everybody out there in CCIS, we're on location here again, Friday, July 31st, about 8 now, 15. I've been rambling on. If you have any questions or places you want us to check out, or you have any reports, check out our Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube videos. We're all over the place now. Of course, we're sort of we're a sponsor of the Listening Tree Talk Show. So check us out, everybody. Come on down, and if you come on down to this place, let us know. The camera person wants to nip this one in the bud, so to speak. So bye, everybody, from White Memorial. This place is cool. It's got facilities. It's got a little parking area. It's got a museum, nature center. It's got everything going on here for a tourist destination. On the touristometer, this place is a solid 5. This is a good place for kids. We just saw a little one, about 18 inches tall, little girl. No, right down here. I'm not sure. Maybe she was a gnome with a pink bike helmet. Anything can happen here. But we're going to call it a day here. It's getting dark and the bugs are definitely coming out. It's a gorgeous night. Come on out. White Memorial. And we'll be doing some other places. We Mohawk Mountain. We're looking at you. We're looking at Mohawk Mountain, man. That place is squatchy. All right, everybody. I won't bore you. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out. We appreciate your support, and we love you out there.